Welcome to the Bring Your Own Device Parent Information session for 2020 moving into 2021. We are doing things slightly different this year. As we have social distancing in place, we've decided to go virtually with our parents. We will be running a Zoom question and answer session tomorrow. We will have two sessions, one at 12 p.m. and another at 4 p.m. Feel free to join us. If you can't make it, feel free to send an email through to the primary office. Alright, why are we moving into BYOD? In the Australian curriculum, students develop ICT capability as they learn to use ICT effectively and appropriately to access, create and communicate information and ideas, to solve problems and work collaboratively in all learning areas at school and in their lives beyond school. The capability involves students in learning to make the most of the digital technologies available to them, adapting to new ways of doing things as technologies evolve, and limiting the risks to themselves and others in a digital environment. The national curriculum have as one of the focuses technology, and this is under the headings general capability. Education is rapidly changing and students are expected to utilise technology from a young age, both at home and at school. So in 2021, we're opening the BYOD program up to students in Year 3, 4, 5 and Year 6 through an expression of interest selection process. We've chosen to use laptops across Years 3 to 6 in 2021 as it prepares the older students for secondary school transition. It has a USB function and the ability to navigate using a mouse. It's much cheaper than an iPad, and it helps transform the classroom, offering teachers flexible instruction methods and differentiated learning. It helps create an environment that keeps students engaged and motivated, resulting in less off-task behaviour and more quality learning time. And it's a powerful learning tool for students with attention deficits or other cognitive and learning disabilities. We do have device requirements and accessories that are recommended to our students. We do suggest that students in 3 to 6 meet the minimum specs that you can see listed here. You'll also find them on our website. However, if you do have a laptop that is slightly below minimum specs, this is okay for Years 3 to 5 in particular. However, it will make it slightly slower than the minimum specs. We would like all students to have headphones and to have a USB with a minimum of 16 gig, a protective case, and a mouse for the younger years. Our devices are kept locked up in the classroom from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. in a lockable cabinet or the classroom itself. Safekeeping of devices before and after school is the responsibility of the students and parents. We ask that students keep the devices in their school bag and do not bring them out before or after these hours. So no, they're not allowed to have their devices on them during our break times. It's strongly advised that your child's device be added to your home contents insurance policy under portable technologies. Please note the school does not manage, support, own, or warranty the device. It is your device. It's the parents' and students' responsibility that updates are completed at home. Updates can also take a long time, meaning the device is out of use while it's happening, and this is why it's essential that it happens at home. Devices need to be charged at home each night and ready for use at school the next day. It does mean that students do need to be very responsible for their device. However, we know that there are always some circumstances where every now and then a child might come to school without a charged device, and we will ensure that they're able to access their device. Internet safety. I know this is a concern of a lot of parents. However, the Queensland Department of Education has an internet filtering system that aims to stop inappropriate material reaching the students on their devices. It's not 100%. Every now and then something might slip through, and this is where we teach the kids the importance of reporting anything. Teacher supervision is also important in monitoring student usage and behaviour online. We get frequent reports if students are reaching their maximum of download time. We have cyber safety education, which is compulsory across the entire primary school each year. And we ask that parents actively supervise at home. We really do encourage students to stick by the age limits on a number of things. So if your child is into social media, they really should not be accessing this until they're at least 14 years old. This is the parent's responsibility. However, if a student does come across cyberbullying or is exposed to anything online at home, there are a number of sites where you can actually reach out for help. Acorn, a fantastic site where you can report online crime or online bullying, and eSafety is another one where you can actually report users for inappropriate use on their device. Students need to be aware that they are held responsible for their actions while using the internet and online communication service. They are held responsible for any breaches caused by them allowing any other person to use their network access account to access internet and online communications services. The misuse of internet and online communication service may result in disciplinary action, which includes but is not limited to the withdrawal of access to the BYOD class. Their position may be offered to a student on the waiting list. These are just some of the examples of tools for learning, and I think it's really important to note that word. The device is a tool for learning. We use the device to support their learning in many different ways. It does not replace their bookwork. So an example is the Microsoft Suite. The students will have access to Class Notebook. All of their notes, their lessons will be placed on Notebook, and parents can even access their classwork at home to see where they're at and what they're actually studying in class. They will have access to PowerPoint, Word, Excel, anything to do with the Microsoft, and it is free, and the students will be given instructions on how to download this. We use feedback tools. Some classes use Class Dojo, others use Class Kick. They're all free feedback tools. A lot of teachers will use email. We have a number of creative tools such as Windows Movie Maker, Adobe Photoshop, Minecraft, Story Jumper, Book Creator. These are just a small number of the tools that we use in learning across the school. There are a number of teachers that have put in their expression of interest in taking a class in years 3 to 6 next year, and currently they are all being upskilled in a number of different tools for learning. They're going in and viewing the current BYOD classes, and they'll be given opportunities to see devices used across a number of classes across the entire. Expression of interests are due by Friday the 21st of August. Onboarding for the devices is slightly different this year. In the past, the students and their parents would come to the school, and it would take about 30 minutes to get the students on the school internet. However, with the change, it will enable parents to actually onboard students from home. Further information on how to do this will be coming out shortly. Really important to note is that BYOD will never replace the student-teacher or student-student relationship. The BYOD devices are used to enhance student learning. Some students will use their devices to extend themselves and to be able to access learning that they aren't able to access in the regular classroom. Other students will use the device to be able to read for the first time, to be able to write for the first time. The device is a tool and will always be used as a tool to enhance student learning, not to replace their workbooks. Thank you for your time. If you have any questions, don't forget to join us during our Zoom question and answer workshop tomorrow. Thank you.